Hi there, my name is Irene Glasse and I am a pagan religious professional. What that means is that I work full-time and a fair bit of overtime in order to serve, support, and guide the needs of the pagan spiritual community, both on a local level and a broader one. Along with that, of course, I connect to many different communities that share values or interests with the pagan community, those who are pagan adjacent or pagan curious or just like what we have to say. I'm so grateful for Patreon. This is my Patreon introductory video, and I've been able to serve full-time for the last 5 years because of it. So let me tell you a little bit about what I do and why this platform is so important. As a pagan religious professional, I wear a lot of different hats. One of the big ones I wear is with Frederick CUUPS, which is the Frederick Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans. We are a CUUPS chapter that is the chapter of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Frederick in Maryland. We're out in beautiful Western Maryland here. And as part of that chapter, and as the leader of that chapter, of course, I guide an incredible, diverse, huge community with a robust programming schedule. Every month we have full Moon Labyrinth Walks, we have workshops, earth-centered spirituality services, rituals, gatherings of all kinds. It's absolutely incredible, and I hope if you're ever in the area, you join us. Come on out and visit. Along with my work with Frederick CUUPS, I am a commissioned lay minister in my congregation, which means that I have some additional responsibilities there as well. So I write and offer sermons fairly regularly. I'm looked to as a leader in the community, and I regularly represent the needs of Frederick CUUPS in various places. Along with my work with Frederick CUUPS, I am also lucky enough to be able to contribute to a few other organizations. I sit on the board of the Sacred Space Conference, which is an absolutely amazing conference in the DC and Baltimore area for intermediate to advanced practitioners. I regularly advise and guide other festivals and conferences in this region simply because I have a lot of experience at it. Along with that, I'm the primary organizer for the Frederick Pagan Pride Day, which is a large regional pride that draws a little over 700 people to Western Maryland every year. I've been a teacher of metaphysics, paganism, and related subjects for a little over 20 years now. I've had the great privilege of traveling up and down the coast and offering programming to our incredible community all over the place. I am the co-creator of Black Feather Mystery School. It's a 4-level mystery school or 4-year mystery school that's based in Western Maryland, co-created with my close friend and crow brother, Kane Dreamwalker. I am the co-author of Black Feather Mystery School, The Magpie Training, the first book that came out of that series, and right now, at the recording of this video, I'm wrapping up book 2. And there are online versions of that training as well as in-person ones available. I teach regularly. It's a huge part of my life. Along with Black Feather Mystery School, I teach through Glasse, Cottage, which is my personal website and, I don't know what we want to call it, metaphysical clearinghouse. So at Glasse, Cottage, there are blogs most weeks. There's a ton of material up there. I've been writing there about once a week since 2018. There's a great search function. If you're looking for information on magic or witchcraft or spirituality, it's probably up there. And along with all of that, I offer monthly workshops through the Cottage. My work also includes a good deal of chaplaincy work. This means that many times I am the clergy person who is present for challenging situations for people. So this can be work within the hospital when someone is sick. It can be accompanying people through end of life and accompanying mourners through that period just after someone's end of life. It means that many times I'm an advocate. I stand by people's side or in front of them or behind them, whatever they happen to need during challenging moments or just when they could really use a friend. And of course, as a very public representative of pagan faith, I do a lot of interfaith work. This means that I regularly interface with non-pagan communities and organizations as a representative and spokesperson for our faith tradition. I go out and do my very best to build bridges and to establish bonds with communities that are maybe not already connected to ours. And along with all of that, organization and writing and teaching and leading, I'm a musician. I've been in pagan bands of various sorts for I think about 17 years now. My project right now is Kindred Crow. I absolutely love it. We're a pagan folk band. I hope you check us out if you haven't heard of us already. I think we're great, although obviously I am biased. So I know that sounds like a lot, and sometimes it definitely feels like a lot. One of the challenges and blessings of the pagan community is that we are decentralized. Now, this is a great thing in a lot of ways simply because it prevents abuse of power. One of the challenges, though, is that we are a growing, thriving religion, and there is a need for full-time clergy. Quite frankly, there's never enough of me to go around. I try as hard as I can to meet all of the needs ahead of me, but it's still not enough. And if we're going to have full-time clergy, we need to make sure that they can eat. Patreon has been absolutely amazing because it's enabled me to focus full-time on my work as pagan clergy and still be able to pay my bills and buy groceries. So if you're not already familiar with it, Patreon is an incredible little platform. It enables micro-businesses like mine and specialized niche areas of interest to survive and even thrive in a world that sometimes makes that really hard. The way Patreon works is that subscribers can choose to donate a small amount of money per month, maybe just as much as you would spend on a cup of coffee. And collectively, when enough people do that, it enables somebody like me to survive, to be able to make ends meet, and therefore work full-time in this field. It's an incredible gift. Along with being an incredible way to support your favorite creators and shapers of the world, Patreon offers wonderful ways to connect. Patreon's really cool in that all the communities around these specialized interests come together. One of the things I love that we do over at Glasse Cottage are monthly workshops. So usually the last Friday of the month or around then, I offer a Zoom workshop. That means that no matter where you are, you can attend it. They're completely free for Patreon supporters. Along with that, those workshops are recorded, and they're all put into a folder that patrons have access to. This is the complete list of available workshops right now. And of course, at the moment, it is late December of 2023. Depending on when you are watching this video, there might be even more in that folder, but those are always available to you. Along with that, anytime something I present is recorded, I upload it in there as well. There's a lot of bonus content, all sorts of good stuff. Depending upon the tier of sponsorship you choose, of course, there are also some other perks that go along with it. There's one tier where you can regularly get a tarot reading or pastoral counseling session with me. You can change that depending upon whether you'd like to see me once every 3 months, once a month. There's also an apprenticeship program option. Now, that one is a little bit more limited simply because I can only take a certain number of apprentices at the same time. However, if you're interested in being personally tutored in a particular area of study, or if you're looking to someone to guide your spiritual growth, that might be a great option for you. There are a ton of different options. So thank you so much for hanging out, for watching this video. I really appreciate your time and attention. It is such a pleasure and an honor and a privilege to serve the pagan community. This is what I love to do. It's my calling, if you will. And Patreon has enabled me to be able to commit fully to doing that, to be able to give the pagan community the very best of myself, as opposed to what's left at the end of the day. So I hope if you are ever in the Western Maryland area, you come and visit Frederick CUUPS, or you track me down at one of the many conferences and festivals that I present at. And I hope you consider helping me help the community. This has been such an amazing experience, and there is so much more that I want to give. Thank you so much. I wish you the very best.